Tackle a difficult conversation. Careful thought and preparation in how you approach the conversation is more likely to go smoothly than allowing frustration to lead the way with a stream of criticism and contempt. Focusing use of language on concrete behaviors rather than global attacks or personally helps to keep everyone cool. Staying clear on exactly what it is you feel and need helps to keep the guessing games out of it, while maintaining the appreciation and the respect that you would want to be treated with it. The roles were reversed is a good place to start. Of course, none of this is easy, especially when emotions are high. So it demands that we keep returning to our own personal values around what kind of partner we would want to be. Repairs. When it comes to repairing, our priority is reconnection. This inevitably involves acknowledgement of our role of what happened, compromise, and adjustments from both individuals. Reconnection also demands the ingredients that created the connection in the first place: acceptance, compassion, love, and gratitude for each other. Accessing that is most impossible when emotions are high, so it doesn't have to happen immediately. It is okay to minimize damage by taking short time to step back and calm down before reapproaching in a more skillful way. All of this sounds idealistic, and real life doesn't always happen that way. Old habits are pretty hard to crack, but there is no use of being in a relationship perfectionist. Sometimes we will get it wrong. The key is in persistence and the commitment to take a step back, reevaluate, and do the best to repair when things go wrong. Anything repeated enough times will become second nature. Turning towards gratitude. In the previous chapters, I have talked about the value of redirecting the focus of attention towards gratitude. In the hustle bustle of daily life, it is easy to slip into a pattern of paying most attention to a partner when we need them to step up and change something, or when they are frustrating the hell out of us. Making a conscious decision to focus on the things we admire and appreciate about them is a relatively simple task that can shift not only your emotional state, but how then you choose to behave towards them. Shared meanings and values. If we choose to spend our life with another person, then our values check in. Our step back our stepping back to see the bigger picture cannot be ours alone. Finding where our personal values fit together and overlap with our partners and having respect for where they differ is a key for the relationship that can withstand life's challenges. This may start with a relationship, how you both want to care and be cared for, communicate and be communicated to, support and be supported. It might also expand to consider both personal goals and shared dreams for your life together. There may be aspects of your relationship and family life that are both sacred to you both, while there will be others where one partner upholds a value because she knows how important it is to the other. For example, going along to family gatherings with relatives that may not be your favorite because you know how much it means to your partner that you are there to support him. As I described in earlier chapters, gaining clarity on what matters most to you acts as a compass and a guide when we are unsure how to move forward. When we are in a relationship, taking time to understand what matters most to our partner can help deepen our connection and create a relationship within which both partners can grow and flourish. So here's your toolkit: getting clearer on the kind of partner you want to be. The following journal prompt can help explore your shared values as a couple. You can use these to reflect on any of the relationships in your life. As we can't force change upon others, the focus is to understand and identifying what we can do as individuals. First one is: which of the attachment styles listed in this chapter resonate for you? How does that appear in your relationship? How can you express compassion for the unintended consequences of the past experience while taking responsibility for your future? What aspects of your partner in the relationship do you feel appreciative and grateful for? What kind of partner do you want to be in a relationship? What kind of small changes could help you move forward in that direction? Chapter summary. When it comes to a happy life, relationships beat money, fame, social class, and all the things that we are told to put our effort into. Our relationship and how happy we feel in them are not separate from our overall health. They are at the core of the equation. Working on the self help your relationships, and working on your relationships helps the self. Attachment styles can early in life can be often reflected in our adult relationships. Chapter 36, When to Seek Help. Dear Dr. Julie, I saw one of your videos. I was inspired to start therapy. So far, it's really going well, and things are starting to improve for me. Thank you. If anyone was wondering why it's important to talk about your mental health, here is one reason. In my first year of offering mental health education online, I lost account of the number of messages I received that sounded like this one above. And each one of the words was different, the story's unique. But the message is the same. And it's not just me. There are people talking about mental health and therapy all over the internet. On an individual level, this is what it can do. Hold on, there are people talking about mental health and therapy all over the internet. On an individual level, this is what it can do. When your mental health fluctuates, it can be even more difficult to make decisions and take action. So, seeking help that you need becomes harder to do. And there's no set of rules that tell you to see a professional. When we seek professional help with your mental health is a question I am asked frequently. The short answer to this question is anytime you feel concerned about your mental health. There are huge barriers for many people in the world in accessing professional mental health support, from cultural taboos and expensive services to availability and resources. There are very real hurdles that prevent huge numbers of people accessing services that could be helpful to them. Overcoming each of those hurdles is a massive challenge to be faced by society. On an individual level, if you are fortunate enough to have the chance to access services and you feel in a way that you're concerned about your mental health, then taking that step can be life changing. Simply visiting a professional and starting the conversation allows you to explore your options. Something that I hear from individuals often when they come along to talk about the idea of therapy is that they don't feel they deserve it. Other people must have it worse. So they wait until the breaking point before taking that step. By that time, the hill to climb has become a mountain. Waiting until you are on your deathbed before seeking help is never a good strategy for maintaining your health, both physically and mentally. The truth is that we will become someone who has it worse. But if there's a chance to use professional help along the way, your mental health may thank you for it, and the life could change beyond your current comprehension. Believe me, I have seen it happen. I have seen people pull themselves from the depths of despair, step back onto the cliff edge, and start the work of turning their life around. It happens, and it can happen to you. Not in a day or a week, but in many days and many weeks of commitment to your health and life that you want to build. I mean, it's absolutely true. Many times, you know, even I can say it, I've been close many times where I just like didn't want to fucking do this shit no more. But it takes a lot in seeking help, whether it's in a professional or just a listening ear, can help you turn your life around. And finding your purpose also helps. You can't sit here and dwell on your relationship, your job, bills, any of that shit. Focus on what you want to do, find your purpose, and make life happen. That's all I have to say. When there's no way to access professional help, we need each other more than ever. The internet has made lots of educational resources more available and started a global conversation about mental health. People who once felt alone in their struggles are beginning to understand that fluctuations in mental health, just like physical health, are a normal part of being human. So people who have once felt in their struggles are beginning to understand that fluctuations in mental health, just like physical health, are normal part of being human. Stories of recovery, healing, and growth are being told. Seeds of hope are being sown. The message is starting to be heard that our mental health is not entirely out of our hands. We are not at the mercy of emotional states that strike us down. There are things that we can learn, changes that we can make to take responsibility for our health That involves learning all that you can from whatever is available to you and working hard to try things out. Make mistakes, try again, and learn a bit more and keep going. In an ideal world, all therapists at work would be available to everyone who needs them when they need them. But we don't have an ideal world, so if seeking professional services are not available, take every opportunity you can to learn and share with people that you trust. Human connection and education can help us to make big changes in our mental health. Chapter summary: the best time to seek support for your mental health is anytime you become concerned about it. If you're not sure how much help you need, a professional can help you decide. In an ideal world, therapeutic services would be available to everyone, but we don't have that ideal world. If services are not available to you, take every opportunity to learn all that you can about recovery and to use the support of trusted loved ones. Boom! We are finally done, dude.